Welcome back to part 3 of the weapon gear guide for Splatoon 1. This time we're tackling chargers. So let's get started. For classic and new Squiffer, this combo. Now you might be thinking, does damage up work well for Squiffers? Answer, not really. You need a lot of investment just to even get a partial charge kill. And Squiffers, well basically all unscoped chargers cannot store their charge. Like so. But also Squiffer cannot full charge in the air like 2 and 3. But I think they have a bit more range in this game. And the same will go for new Squiffer. I can get to it. Yeah, there's no sword feature in this game. But the new Squiffer is definitely the worst of the three. Again, mine's being bad. 220p Zuka, yada yada yada. You've heard it before. But for fresh Squiffer, same. Add the special saber to counteract the medium depletion. And this kit is actually kind of nice, not gonna lie. Now, I'm gonna spoil things a little bit. You're not really gonna see unscoped chargers in this game. The main reason is that scopes are basically better than the unscoped variants. Because unscopes cannot store their charge and scopes offer more range. So, that's why. But there is a fun fact. The hero charger actually outranges these chargers by 3 pixels. But it still can't match or outrange a splatter scope. So to save time, we'll be only going over scope chargers. But if you must use unscopes, they can use the same set too. Now for splatter scopes. Yeah, splatter scopes typically run quick respawn in this game. And damage up, of course. Because with a lot of damage up, you can do this. Gotta love partials. But with 2 pures of damage up, you can even do this. The tap shots are a 2-hit KO. Charge for a brief period and then do a tap shot to make it even more effective. But again, this is mainly to counter defense. The vanilla charger being the worst of the 3. For kelp charger, actually a tiny bit better than the vanilla. Sprinkler paint's a bit better, but has lower durability. It has 100 HP compared to 120 in 2 and 3. Look at that, with Sprinkler's investment, and this is with no special charge. I think Charger paint's a tiny bit better in this game. Oh yeah, in Splatoon 2 and Splatoon 3, scopes and unscopes paint the same, even though scopes have higher range. But that does not apply in Splatoon 1. And the Bento Scope is by far the best charge. Some say it's the best charger in the game. Of course, on maps like Moray Towers, you're definitely going to want to see it use E-liter more. But we'll be getting to that. And now we get to the infamous E-liter. Oh boy. So what do I recommend for the vanilla E-liter? Basically, there's really only one option. Burst bombs are 40% in this game. But with one pure of Sub-Saber, you could throw triple burst bomb. You'll be out of ink if you do it, though. And also, this is a different model of the E-liter. You only get 3 shots by default. But you can partial charge. And of course, the big claim to fame is E-liter 3K scopes. Massive range. Look at this, hold on. This is around the maximum range of an E-liter. Yeah, pretty damn far. But be careful, at such long range, it's quite difficult to land a shot. And don't forget about shot leading, too. I promise I'm not this bad with chargers. You know what? A good E-liter is hell to face in this game. What about custom? Well, I've got one thing. Basically replace the Inksaber sub with defense sub. Other than that, it's pretty much identical. Now this is a heavyweight weapon. And of course this affects Kraken in this game as well. And you're gonna see that in a minute. I have the wrong E-liter equipped. There we go. Now, beacons and E-liter, they're okay. But beacons are 90% of the ink tank, meaning it's impossible to get a full charge without some sort of saber on. Or both, main saber and sub-saber. And of course, heavyweight. Now for Bamboo, I'm going to take the Rapid Blaster route. And go for this. This is because Bamboo doing 99.9 with a full charge is so good. Yeah. One tip I have for Bamboo, don't snap your shots. You need to have steady aim to hit two hits. Same goes for the Mark II. And of course, they gave Bamboo a burst bomb, at the cost of having one of the worst specials in the game and heavy special depletion. And that's all for Slosher. That's all for Chargers. Oh my god, I can't speak. Well, stay tuned for part 4 where we cover Sloshers. See you then.